it's kind of lame, man.
Dude,
BreadTube is lame as fuck to me. Like it's corny and lame as fuck to me. Like the idea that you gather and then like that's your like identity. It's like, can you not operate in the world?
Right.
Yeah.
Can you not just operate
with normies?
Yeah, with
just, like,
normies.
be
Can you meet
fluid
people actually where they're at?
Yeah.
Like sure, there's gonna be people who find their way to the ideas you're putting forward because they specifically Googled anarchism or whatever. Of course that's gonna happen. But there's more people where that's not the case.
Yeah.
I'm just
and last point, I swear to God, you said it, there's terms in which we can talk about these things without having to carry the dogma, the baggage that comes with all of these tendencies. And that would resonate with people beyond the ones Googling what is anarchism.
Right.
Talk about power, talk about hierarchy, talk about democracy and what it is and what it isn't. And like beyond all of that, get together with people, have radical imagination and ambitions, and try and open up the physical material space with people where you can start practicing whatever it is that you're talking about, which I'm sorry, where does that exist with fucking BreadTube? Where does that exist?
I also think it's like, I think there's a way you could tie in, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but I feel like there's a way you could tie in kind of like the ideas that Bell Hooks talks about with kind of like how we're so obsessed with like we just don't prioritize feelings. We don't prioritize socialization. We don't prioritize actual inner progress. We prioritize money and infrastructure and things like that and success and all these external things. That makes perfect sense as long as there's no emotional change happening. There's no emotional struggle happening. You know, and I think there's a real way that you could tie that to this because, you know, we have a country that, you know, was they were literally fascist, but at least they gave the US a hard time for quite a while. Like that's literally as far as it goes. And it's like, yeah, but like, were those people free in any real sense? You know, like you're
Can I just say?
Go ahead.
If you fucking think a nation state, highly centralized government and nation state and political party and toil and no autonomy, if you think that's freedom or whatever, if that's what you want, fucking be my guest and go for it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Everyone else who clearly can see that for what it is, my appeal is don't bother fucking look at what they're talking about, but don't bother going over there because that's all that's about. It's honestly, it's like it's dying if not dead already.
I mean, and let's be honest, what you're describing is most of this online left. Like a lot of them are still on that type of time, the nation state.
I've said this multiple times on here, but it's all grounded in like recognizing to a degree that it's unrealistic. You can only hold those politics if you recognize that there's no way we're fucking challenging the most powerful military that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Head on with the storming the castle, whatever.
Bastille Day shit.
Right. Even the fact that they even call January 6th a coup is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
You know, they can trot it out in the news as like threats to democracy when we've never had that in this fucking country. It's all just rhetoric. But the notion that was anything close to a coup and that we're even capable of anything close to a coup the way shit stands right now is fucking laughable. And people could not have politics that say like me and my people are going to take over the government and we're going to run it the right way. You can't have those feelings without recognizing a little bit that I'm never going to be tested on that theory.
It's ironic on the prefiguration front because I remember canvassing for Bernie and I was canvassing with this guy who was an ML. And I was kind of like still a baby in this shit. And I was like, can you kind of like expound on how you feel? And he's like, I think we need change now. I think we need to overhaul it now. We need a violent revolution now, not later because of climate and all that stuff. And it's kind of funny when you think about prefiguration because it's kind of the same attitude. It's like, let's start now.
Yeah.
Let's start right now. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's start right now. There's no reason to wait. We don't have to build up this like, oh, we got to find our guy.
Mass organization.
Oh, let's build it up and blah, 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 and make it this huge centralized thing that's just going to get completely shit canned by one of the three giant powers easily.
Yeah.
It's war game. Like, it's literally, it'll never happen.
Right.
It'll never happen.
Right. And like the shit we're doing may never extrapolate to that scale, but at least we'll have it in this little minutia that we have for, until somebody decides to squash it.
An idea when its time has come. I mean, that's really what you're talking about. It's like, it has to be something incepted in the popular consciousness. It can't be a flag. It can't be a party.
Right.
It has to be something where it has to be a fucking like a good version of a disease that just spreads everywhere and spreads multi-directionally.
Yeah.
And pops up fucking everywhere. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, storming the fucking Congress or some shit.